Meanwhile, a group of young CARICOM nationals are petitioning regional governments to reduce high taxes on intra-regional air travel.
Although it has been a topic of discussion for several years, the precarious fate of one of the region's carriers have put the high cost of air travel into sharp focus once again. Recent reporting by this station discovered that taxes and fees imposed by local governments at times account for over half the ticket's cost. Local politicians have also complained about seemingly illogical security requirements at stopover airports, which also add to ticket prices. The region waits to see what is to become of LIAT and which OECS and CARICOM governments will step in with financial support in response to the employees' offer of a 6% wage cut to help save the struggling airline. The most recent development in the LIAT saga is reporting out of the Antiguan Cabinet of Ministers that Sir Richard Branson, owner of Virgin Atlantic and Virgin Galactic, has apparently expressed interest in investing in the carrier. Against this backdrop, a group of young CARICOM nationals have come together to place focus on a sore point that has been lamented by many: high taxes on airline tickets for intra-regional travel. I spoke with Delano D'Souza, a St. Vincent native who, along with some colleagues, created a petition on change.org to lobby regional governments to consider a different approach to regional taxes on air travel. With almost 10,000 signatures in just 3 weeks, all gathered without mainstream media exposure, D'Souza is hopeful that the petition will gain enough traction to influence the thinking of governments around the region. You're a Vincentian citizen, you're in Barbados, so I know that you are probably doing a slight amount of intra-regional travel. Tell me what prompted you to actually get this petition together and start it going.
Sure. Like you mentioned, I do a lot of interregional travel. I'm currently stationed in Barbados. Before that, I spent some time living in St. Kitts and so on. I do like to travel. I have a lot of friends that came to UW Iran, so I'm just completing my PhD there. And so I am a regionalist at heart. Really what prompted me is that we've been speaking about this issue for quite some time in terms of the cost of travel. And a lot of the times we take it for granted and we assume that the bulk of the fares are actually as a result of the airlines, no particular airline. But generally, a lot of it is really attributed to the taxes and fees that are put on by the government. And recently, I've started doing some research into it personally, and I've come across a lot of studies, a lot of papers, a lot of published articles from the Caribbean Development Bank, from Oxford Economics, from Amsterdam Economics, and so on, all who've done research in the region about high aviation taxes, and have all made recommendations that really and truly government should reduce their taxes and their fees in order to obtain or to really manifest certain economic prosperity and realities for people. And a lot of it has to do with the fact that we're not able to travel freely, and that is something that is being stifling our development really in terms of economy. So I decided that we always talk about it on social media, on Twitter, on Facebook, and so on. We are a lot of people who are concerned, and I said, why not put together a group of concerned citizens and really try to, make this something formal, and in realizing as well that we're separated by in terms of geographic space, and an online petition would be best in order to make sure that each voice in the region has a chance to be heard, and even in the diaspora as well.
The argument is that a reduction in taxes will reduce overall ticket costs, thereby spurring regional tourism. This increased movement around the Caribbean will bring with it economic benefits in terms of accommodation revenues, as well as increased sales in local retail and food and beverage establishments. For Choice News Now, Janika Simon reporting.
Focus to eventually engage directly with the CARICOM Secretariat as well as the different governments in CARICOM. So for us to get to that point, we need to have at least probably 15,000 to 20,000 signatures, given the size and scope of the region, in order for it to be taken seriously. I mean, to be honest, the research is there. These papers are published, these articles are out there. The CDB has spoken. I think even this morning, the Central Bank Governor of Barbados spoke about the decline in intra-regional travel. So it's an issue that's clearly well documented, but I think in terms of what governments are doing is in relation to ensuring that they're able to collect taxes and to be able to fund their operations, which is fair. But at the same time, I believe the conversation has to be had in terms of the benefits that can accrue, and not necessarily being to the detriment of the governments, but to help the economies grow just in a different way.
And after signing the petition, some have taken to social media under the hashtag Less Taxes, More CARICOM Travel to post videos encouraging others to add their voices to the movement.
I'm a supporter of the movement for increased regional travel and less CARICOM taxes for a variety of reasons. And I know many persons have heard the economic arguments about it and the opportunities that other individuals have been able to access through employment and education. And it's my belief that that opportunity should not just be limited to people who have money or the economic power to do so. I also believe that regional travel is linked to us breaking down colonial barriers to travel and trade that have been established for centuries. It's a shame that in 2019 that it's more expensive for me to travel to sister islands of St. Vincent and the Grenadines and Grenada as compared to the United States, the UK and Canada. It's ridiculous and it needs to end. In addition to that, one of our major barriers that have kept us apart has been xenophobia and ignorance of each other, and regional travel is the key to breaking down these barriers in the region.
Hello everyone, my name is Kai Bridgewater and I am urging you to be a part of the campaign for the reduction of taxes for intra-regional travel in our Caribbean community. I believe in this campaign because I believe in CARICOM. I believe in regionalism, and I believe that the greatest impediment to regional integration is the inability of our people to move to various Caribbean countries and experience the uniqueness and beauty of each country, while appreciating that as Caribbean people, we have more similarities than we have differences. So join the campaign, get on board, and let us, as Caribbean people, have our voices heard.
Hi everyone, I'm Annika from the island of Dominica, and I'm here to urge you to join me and so many others who have already signed the petition for change, because we want less taxes and more CARICOM travel. Now, affordable travel is something that every person should have access to, and in the region it is definitely no exception. So we've seen the benefits in Dominica of having an affordable option to travel to St. Lucia, Martinique and Guadeloupe through our ferry service. But the ferry service cannot be the only option to travel in this small section of the region. We also need to realize affordable airline travel. And we also note the benefits of this because we also want, through the education sector, to allow our children to have more access to cultural exchanges, to educational exchanges, and we will see benefits and we will see the growth of CARICOM through our youth in this way. So please join me, sign the petition, and let us get our governments to reduce taxes for more CARICOM travel.
This is Choice News Now Prime. More news coming up after the break. Stay with us.